Good morning. Hello. Happy new moon. So it's Saturday morning, just before 9 o'clock in my time in Western Quebec. And I am so happy to be able to have time to actually jump on in the morning on a Saturday and to be on when it's a new moon. So normally you don't see me on Saturdays because I have a part-time job and that's where I am, but I'm on vacation today. So I thought I would spend it with you before I go spend some time with my family. So the Earth Magic cards were talking to me as I was in the shower. And I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I could do a live. It's a new moon. And they're like, yeah, pick me, pick me. So we have the Earth Magic cards from Stephen Farmer to do a new moon reading. So I call myself an oracle intuitive in the sense that I work with oracle cards. Oracles in history were guiding. People would come to get guidance from the oracle or to consult the oracle. And I use them intuitively. So I don't only look at the picture of the cards, but it allows me to then tap into other information, energy, guidance, messages through the cards. So that's how I work and use the oracle cards. So I'm a reader. I am an oracle and it's new moon. So let's go. So I've stepped outside to do a bit on my property and around the house, and it's a wild day. There's mosquitoes, there's ants, there's just things scurrying around. The sun is coming in. It's a beautiful day here. So I'm wishing you well on your weekend, whatever is up for you, okay? So let's see what the cards want to do. So take a deep breath whenever you listen to this, if it's today, if it's tomorrow. Whenever you catch it, it is important for you. And you're going to receive your own guidance through the messages that I will bring to you. So we are opening up an opportunity for you to receive your own intuitive guidance and for me also to touch base with the cards and to bring you information from there. Okay, so taking a deep breath, thinking of new moon energy. There's also eclipses happening. There's a lot of intense stuff going on planetary wise, and that means, oh, hi, Joanne. Hello, welcome, nice to see you. So a lot of planetary stuff going on, which means that a lot of other stuff happens on our planet and Earth. So between weather and human needs and wildlife needs and the Earth needs, there's a lot going on. So you might feel as though you are struggling with something, and I hope you're not. I hope that life is feeling joyous and beautiful and easy and full of amazing things. But if by chance there are some struggles that you're working through, that's also part of the human experience. I myself have some stuff that I'm working through, that I'm figuring out, that I'm learning, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not so much fun. So that's where, when we have this chance to come together, whether it is in person, whether it's working with the cards intuitively on something like Facebook, when we come together, we not only have a chance to share what's going on, but to also raise our energy, ask for guidance, ask for intuitive support, and ask the universe to come in and to help us out. I have a belief that it's not supposed to be super struggle. That there will be moments that are challenging, but that it can actually be just beautiful and amazing and easy. It's just finding that energy and to get into that flow of it. Okay, so new moon, Earth Magic Oracle cards, breathing deeply. So there it is. So sometimes it'll be a top card. Sometimes it'll be a card that's on my fingers. All right. So new moon energy, Earth Magic. Da, da, da. Whoa, dream time. Creation. So this is a beautiful card. Sorry, let me bring it over here so you can see it more. It has that very Aboriginal feel to it. And within the dream imagery are faces, are animals, are creatures and energy and wind, all moved in together, right? So new moon eclipses right? There have been eclipses coming and going through this phase. I know I've seen a lot online, people calling it an eclipse phase. Struggle, finding the flow. What does that mean? It reminds us that we are in creation, that we are creating a lot of what happens in our life and the energy of that. And immediately when I say that, I hear my own psyche and other people's psyche going, oh, yeah, but I didn't create all this. I didn't want all this. And so it's allowing us to see how there is that fine balance. And I've talked a lot with friends recently, the fine balance between the natural energies, okay, and let me rephrase that. So not the natural energies, it's a fine balance between what our own life experience is going to be, what our journey is going to be, destined from our highest self, our soul, our spirit, however you like to think about it. And then the balances of what we are creating and what the universe and the broader perspective is needing from us and wanting from us. So if you can think that we don't know the whole picture, and half the time we don't even know what our own soul has on plan. So there's certain things that may come across to us as being unfair or bizarre or challenging or a struggle, but it doesn't mean that it's actually not in the flow. It just means that you want to get that energy of creation going so that you can create within those circumstances. Okay, so creating within the struggle. And I know it sounds like a weird concept. It even sounds like a weird concept as I'm saying it. The joys of reading, where you're listening to things and trying to understand it at the same time. So you are creating not only your life, but you're creating your energy. Well, how are you approaching energy? How are you approaching your life, your experiences? And it brings to mind, and I thought about it earlier this morning, and I should have got the book out of my other room. So it's a book called The Book of Joy, and it's by the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Reverend Desmond Tutu. And so it goes through different life experiences that they've had, and they've had some pretty intense life experiences, and how to keep that connection of joy, how to keep that connection of energy flowing within them as they go through these experiences or immediately after. So if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend it. Just because they are so amusing and lovely to read. The friendship, the bond of these two men is quite amazing. And how they see the world in one way exactly the same and in other ways slightly different. And yet they have this joyous bond together and teach through that. So it reminds me of that in the sense that we can be having real struggles, real challenges of all types, right? So if I think about my entourage of contacts, some have financial challenges, some have issues with young people in their lives, some have health issues, some have loss of friends and family, and there's many other things that are going on. We hear about the fires, we hear about floods in some places. So the balance is really intense. But what we can do is control and create, right? The dream time card. So control and create the energy through us as to how we respond and what we create in our life for how we feel about everything. All right. Now, some would also say that we actually do create everything in our life. So that beautiful, powerful mind of ours, combined with that wonderful, energetic, vibrating heart, and with our soul, that we actually create everything in our life. So even though that may feel like a pretty intense thing, and you may not sort of say, woohoo, woohoo, yay, I'm creating everything, because it can feel like there's a lot to do with that. But at the same time, what it's suggesting today on this new moon day is that as we come out of this dark, right? The new moon is a dark time, but we know the moon's there. We know the light is there. It's just that it doesn't light us up at the moment. As we come out of that, we really want to be paying attention to what am I creating? Okay. What am I creating? So where are my thoughts going? Where is my heart energy going? How am I behaving? How am I thinking? How am I treating others? The feelings, are they sitting and staying with me, or am I letting them flow and come in to let me have information and then move on? So all of this is to open that awareness. All right. Now, the other part of this is dream time. Oh, and that's before I go on to the dream time. The other part of this is because there is this balance, right? So we've got turtles. What do we have here? We've got turtles. We've got snakes. Remember I said there were animals? I had ants. I've got mosquitoes. Lots of stuff. So turtles, snakes, a wallaby, humans, monkeys, fish. Like, you really got everything in there. So it's a fascinating picture. Okay. So that balance is a balance that's so intricate between us as humans, as a living animal, between other animals and wildlife, between the earth, between the atmosphere and the weather and the tree, everything. It's such a fine balance. And so when we can contribute by helping to improve upon it to the best of our abilities, it's such a big impact, and it will impact and enhance our own lives as well as others. All right, so trust in that. Even if it feels like a struggle, just practice, practice, practice. I'm going to be doing the same thing so we can high five each other and support each other. We're going to be practicing. So the other part of this dream time, all right, is if you're creating, what are you actually dreaming? What are dreams? What are the things that your spirit longs for, that it desires, that it wants to bring into your life, or that it wants you to experience and notice? So this dream capacity is such an amazing thing for us. And it can happen within sleep. And a contact of mine, Patty Allen, she does dream work, and she calls dreams at night soul technology, which I love. I love that phrase. But we can also dream awake. So we can dream to expand and explore, and we can also dream to create. All right. So what are those dreams? On this new moon, what are you creating? What are the dreams you're bringing in? Let them flow. Let them, hi Tammy. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad that you feel that they're wonderfully in depth. I like that. So let them expand, okay? Let those dreams come to you and to expand. Today is not the day to go with, and it actually feels really emotional. It feels emotional to me because I said I've got some of my own stuff. We all have stuff, right? So I got some of my own stuff. But it feels as though it's a really strong desire to let things expand, okay? So when you dream, when you think about dreams, when you think about possibilities, today is not the day to let them get rational and logical and say, oh, that's not possible, or I don't know how that would happen, or I can't see that. Today is the day to say, this is a dream of mine. This is a vision. This is a possibility that I would love to feel for a while. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself really, really get in there. Play with it, okay? So what are the dreams? If you're willing to share, I would love for you to share, because that's how we inspire others. If you're not, maybe you could just put a little symbol. We have these fun little emojis and hearts and pictures and things. So maybe just add a little picture. There are ones with little stars or something. So just add something to say that, okay, you're going to expand that dreaming possibility, that creating possibility. And I will do the same, okay? So today, new moon, a lot of breathing, okay? Breathe yourself through it. Breathe yourself into it. we tend to forget how vital that breath is to us. So breathe it deep down. If you've done yoga or martial arts or Tai Chi, it's that deep, deep breath, that meditative breath that really nourishes the body. So allow yourself to have those deep breathing moments. Bring them in throughout the day, especially when your thoughts go a little wonky, a little challenged, a little too real or too much in struggle. Breathe. Breathe and then play. What is the dream? What am I creating? Okay. What are the possibilities? What do I want to feel? Right? And allow all of that to come into your existence today. As I said, new moon energy with eclipses around, planetary stuff, world stuff. And as I say that, also with this dream time, because of the Aboriginal connection in here and the idea of balance, we do know that there's a lot going on in the world. There always is, right? There's always stuff happening. Right now, because of social media and the internet, we see things very quickly, and we see a lot of stuff, right, from around the world, which can be great, and it can also be very distracting and very challenging. So today, and moving forward from today, when you see and experience stuff through the news, through social media, through your friends, your contacts, through the internet, if it doesn't feel like it's suiting you or helping you, move on. But B, I think in the balance, it's to really play with that creation of, okay, what would be the highest good in this situation? How is a way that I can think about it that will soothe myself, that will soothe others, that will bring support? And I know I've said this before on videos. Sometimes I'll see people saying, oh, well, good thoughts and prayers doesn't do anything. Well, I'm sorry, I beg to differ. Yes, there's manual and concrete things we can do in our human existence, like donating, volunteering, caring for each other, being kind, being courteous, all of these things, giving when we can, all of these things. But we can also do a lot with that energy, right? So those prayers, those good thoughts, those flipping things around. A coach that I know, Britta Heinsen, Plan for Results, she's a master at flipping things. So you get a certain feeling that doesn't really feel enhancing or feel in your highest good, flip it. So here we've got that dreaming, that creating capacity. So when you see a situation, because it will happen, you will see stuff in your news feed, on the internet, on news, hear stuff on the radio, even from contacts, that is challenging, that hits us. So then flip it. Okay, is there a possible good out of this? Is there something you don't know out of this situation that could explain it differently or could support it differently? And then wish, create, dream those highest goods for everyone. Imagine if everybody did that, if everybody looked for the highest good, if everybody looked for the most valuable, the kindest, the most beautiful, how would our world progress? Okay. I love that. Tammy says thoughts and prayers are powerful, especially when it's from a collective group. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we never know when that group, we do know when there are certain groups that come together, but sometimes we are not conscious of the group and yet we can be a part of it. So when everybody is seeing news about certain events or certain situations or certain people, we can all work in this playing, creative, dreaming to raise it up. What's the highest good? Is there something I don't know about it? Is there a way that I can wish them well for the highest good of all? Is there dreams that I can create that, okay, this situation isn't ideal, so what would I think about as a dream and raise it up? And if we all do that, how would the balance improve? Sounds like a beautiful possibility to me on this new moon day, okay? So I am wishing you well. We had the Dreamtime Creation card from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. They're a deck by Stephen Farmer and available through Hay House, published through Hay House. So new moon, dream time, okay, creating. What are you creating today? The energy, paying attention to those thoughts, paying attention to the feelings, letting the feelings roll in and roll out, okay? So that you're experiencing them, but they are not overwhelming all the time. They're a part of you, and they're messages as well. They're insights and info. Same thing with the thoughts. But we have these powerful thoughts. So today, what are you creating? Paying attention to those things. And then that dream time, using this new moon, this idea of being in dark to create, to dream, and let yourself go forward with that. So again, I would love to hear if you want to share your dreams, your big, bold dreams. Nobody here is going to judge you. Nobody here is going to say, that's not possible. So let's put it out there. Let's put out some big, bold dreams, okay? And I got the shiveries there. Oh, the goosebumps, or some people call them angel bumps. So I got the shiveries. So let's put out some big dreams and see. I'm just going to scroll down. I tend to forget to do that. Oh, you're very welcome, Joanne. My pleasure. All right, so let's put out some big, bold dreams. If you would like to share it on this comment, I'd be lovely to hear from you and to inspire everybody. If you don't feel like you want to share your dreams publicly, perhaps you could put a little happy face or a little heart or a little star, or put a 1. I don't mind. Just put anything, and we'll know that you're dreaming, you're creating, you're expanding. Okay. So this has been Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle, doing a live new moon reading. I'm so happy and thankful that some people popped in with me on a Saturday. It's unusual, so I'm happy to be here with you. And I hope that you have a glorious weekend. Look for amazing things. Celebrate what's great in your life. And I look forward to chatting with you the next time. If at any point you need more personal help, please get in touch. I do offer Oracle intuitive sessions and readings by Skype, in person, by text, email, lots of possibilities. And it would be my honor and my pleasure to help you shift some of the struggle and to get messages and insights to help you move forward and feel great. All the best. Have a great weekend. I look forward to reading your comments throughout the day. Take care.